What's up, everybody? So, I'm starting this YouTube channel basically to just vent. I'm not really looking for anything in particular. We all need our own personal outlet. So, I'm using this as my personal outlet. I get a lot of inboxes on the daily and things from people saying how I've inspired them, or thanks for letting them go through my journey with me, and so on and so on. And I do commend that and I respect that a lot. However, I'm still going through my journey as well. I'm still trying to figure it out. So thank you guys for being there with me as well. You don't know how much those inboxes mean to me, or how it feels for someone just to say, you made me have hope, or you made me feel like I could do it, especially when it came down to having my baby. However, that's something we'll talk about later on. Mainly, the first video, I just wanted to discuss my transition. I can't really call it a transition because I'm still figuring it out. If you all know, and if you all been paying attention, of course, I started growing my hair back. I ended up getting braids. I got a wig. Then I went ahead and I did the ponytail. I wanted to try those things. And I get a lot of inboxes where everybody is asking me, why? What made you want to start back dressing like a girl? What made you want to get a wig? What made you want to do this? Then I hear a lot of people say things like, oh, you had a baby. It's your daughter. Your daughter is the reason that you're doing this. Your daughter is the reason that you want to transition. But honestly, it's a lot of things. And I can't really say that I want to transition. Because for those who know me, you know I've always been in touch with my feminine side. This isn't something that just started or something that just came about. I've always been in touch with my feminine side. Now, I will say that my daughter did play a part in my transition, because there's some things that I don't know about being a woman that I need to be able to teach my daughter. But how can I teach her those things if I do not know? So the best way is to transition back and learn those things, so when that time happens, I'm able to teach her correctly. I thought that was going to be my way out. I thought that would be an easy reason for transitioning. But it's a little bit deeper than that. It isn't just putting on a skirt and a nice push-up bra and putting my hair in a ponytail and saying, oh, I'm a girl. Mentally, emotionally, physically, it requires a lot. Some of those things I was ready for, and some of those things I weren't. Which, again, why this is a learning process. I know everybody's wondering, looking at this video, wait, you just had a ponytail last week. You were just Christmas in New York with a ponytail, dressed like a girl. Yeah, I know. But again, like I said, this is all a transition. This is all a process. Nothing happens overnight. Okay, so I'll just give you guys a little feedback. I've been thinking about this for a minute now. But to be 100% honest with you all, I just want to start this by saying I am confused. And it is okay. I don't want anybody to say that it's not okay to be confused, because it is. You're not supposed to have everything figured out. You're not going to have everything figured the fuck out. If you do, kudos to you. But 9 times out of 10, that shit ain't going how you planned it. The same with me. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I was content and happy with this stud life that I was quote unquote living. Then I decided that I wanted to have a baby. But if you know me, I've been saying by 30 I'm gonna have a baby. That was something that I meant, and it was nobody who could actually say, hey, you can't have a baby, you can't do that. I did that, and I was satisfied, and I'm happy about the choice that I made. But again, it goes back to, for the last 16, 17 years, this is what I have known myself as. A girl who dresses like a boy. I've been classified as this stud, of course. Now, again, I don't know who the advocate is. I don't know who's the gay person who came up with all these rules and all these labels for us to determine what we could and cannot be, to determine what category we had to fall in if we like girls and we looked a certain kind of way. My overall goal is to change that. You don't have to be labeled to like what you like. You can't tell me because I'm a girl and I dress like a boy but I like getting head, that I'm considered a stud. But the girl that dressed like a boy who don't like being touched is considered a touch me not, and she's considered a dyke. But at the end of the day, all of us dress like boys, and all of us like the same thing. Why can't we just be girls who like girls? Why does it have to be broken down into so many factors to not only confuse us, but to confuse the people that's trying to understand us? And then everybody wonder why it gets so frustrating or so confusing when they're trying to figure out. The motherfuckers that are advocating for us can't even figure out. They just place these labels on us and expected everybody to fall in those categories. And for the past 16 years, I did. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going against all the odds, and I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do, how I want to do it. And that's the purpose of this first video. Just to let you guys know that even though I am confused, I don't want anybody to label me or say that I am this. Because I'm not that. Yes, I'm a girl. Yes, I dress like a boy. Yes, I like girls. Yes, I'm a mother. Yes, I've had a daughter. I had a daughter myself. No woman had her for me. Yes, I carried a baby for 9 months. I was pregnant. So all of those things together, the gay advocate would call me bisexual because I had a child and I like girls. But I don't want to be labeled as anything. I want to be labeled as a mother first and a lesbian immediately after. If you're going to classify me as anything, classify me as that. But don't classify me as anything that will be demeaning or make me feel a certain type of way or make me feel like I only belong to this class and not this class, because it takes a toll on you. However, starting back, so about 15 years ago, I decided that I wanted to start dressing like a boy. There was a girl, her name, we'll just call her Jasmine. There was a girl, her name was Jasmine. We went to school together. And I had the biggest crush on Jasmine. I mean, the biggest crush. And I would go and talk to my friends about it. Two of my friends. One of them who has passed away now. Rest in peace, Naisha. However, I used to go and talk to both of my friends about it. And be like, y'all, I think I like girls. Y'all, I think I like girls. And they would be like, you can't like girls. At the age I was 13. We were going to Huntington Middle School. So they was just like, you can't like girls. It's not cool to like girls. So I was like, all right, you're right. At that moment, realizing back now that I was letting somebody else dictate what I wanted to do. I was letting somebody else's opinion place, in what way can I put it? I was letting somebody else's opinion place a big hold on my life and preventing me from the things that I could do. So I went ahead and, I just played around with the boys a little bit. I had sex. I lost my virginity. And then after I lost my virginity, it was more so like, I want to dress like a boy. You know what? I don't like this. I don't like boys. I don't like how it feel. I don't like anything about it. But again, I was young. So I would run into the guys that would say, no, it was just that one. Try this one. So I did. I tried a couple. And I'm not afraid to say that I tried big, small, skinny, tall. I tried the dick with the hook, the crook, and all of those things. So I've been there and I've done all of that. So it wasn't one of those things where I just woke up and said, hey, I like girls, or I didn't get molested, or I didn't have anything bad happen to me to make me decide to like women. I just overall liked it, the affection and the feel of women more than I liked a man as a teenager. Which leads me back to, at 16, I went and cut my hair. I went and started following the role of being a boy. So I felt as if I was supposed to be the dominant one. I was supposed to do all of the things that the male did in a relationship. Which was okay for a while, but after a while, you want to start getting treated like, wait, hey, I'm a female too. I have personal needs. I have an affectionate side that I want to be touched. I want to be, someone to be intimate with me. And all of those things, people would tell me, no, you can't do that. You're the boy you want. You're not supposed to want that. You don't need flowers and just because gifts and all of those things. Okay, you're right. So I continued living my life on as this whole boy role, just being the dominant one. Everything was cool. Everything was fine for a while. I had my fair share of girls. I dated some of the most beautiful girls in the 757. I had some longevity relationships. I dated some popular people. It worked out. I even went through my gay life phase where I was out in the clubs performing, and I was doing all of those things. I was part of a house family, had the mom, had the dad. I did all of those things. But what I didn't notice then, I just wanted to be accepted. I just wanted to feel like, all right, I belong to something, or I meant something to someone. Now, I do have family, however, it's small. Me, my mom, and my sister. That's it. That's my only family. So I just wanted to be a part of something bigger, which made me join the houses and start performing and do all of those things. Let's fast forward. It was cool for a while, but just like any other group, if you ask me, a house was nothing but a gay game. Just like any other group, y'all have fallen out. Mothers start fucking kids. Kids start fucking kids, you know. It get crazy. So I wanted to remove myself from that lifestyle. So I did. For a little bit, I was a part of two. The House of Cream, of course. And then I was a gang EFZ gent, if you guys do remember those days. So that's been my life. And then after having my daughter, it was just one of those things. What if I don't like this no more? What if I don't want to be this boy no more? What if I don't want to do any of these things no more? Is this okay? And I started looking for answers. I started asking people. I started just saying, if I transition, I want to be a girl. Like, I just started asking everybody around me just to get their opinion and see how they felt. Everybody laughed at me. Oh, no, you're not going to do this. You wouldn't look right. You're going to look crazy. How you going to be a girl? Well, it was just no real support around me saying, okay, you can do this. So when I went to my sister about it, I didn't go to my mom. I went to my sister about it. And I was just like, Sissy, I think I want to dress like a girl. I don't like how I look like this anymore. I'm just depressed. It's not the same. All my relationships going the same. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need change. So my sister, she was like, go ahead, do it. I supported, the whole 9 yards. She was there with me, helping me pick out bras, panties, all of those things that I needed to start this journey. But again, like I said, it started off slow. It went from my clothes getting smaller to them actually getting tighter. It went from my underwear changing from boxes to panties. It went from sports bras to push-up bras. So everything happened over a while. And from the outside looking in, the way I posted it, it seems as if it just happened like that. And now I'm right back to being a boy. But no, this was a process that has been in place for a while. And I did it. It was at one point in my life where I thought I would never even grow my hair long enough to get a ponytail. And I did it. I grew it long enough to get a ponytail, to get braids. I had a sew-in. I did the whole quick weave thing. I did it. That's what makes me happy within myself. But the only thing that I still have worries with and troubles with, some days I still want to dress like a girl. Some days I still want to wake up and get my eyebrows done and get my feet done. And that's okay. But I hear a lot of people telling me, you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't confuse the baby. Don't confuse this person. Don't confuse that person. But what about me? If I don't figure it out for myself, I'm not going to do anything but confuse everyone around me. Again, for 15 years, this is all I know me as. And I wanted to see change. So I did it. I put on a skirt. I got my hair done. I put on a dress. I put on heels. I wore the tight clothes. And I will tell you guys, I enjoyed every single minute of it. Nothing of me did not like it. The only thing that bothered me was the panties and the underwear and the bra things. It was just a tad bit uncomfortable because of what I'm used to wearing. So, of course, that will take some time getting used to. However, I decided that if I'm really going to start this journey and I'm really going to find me, I need to do it the correct way. And the correct way isn't in the middle of the year just waking up and growing my hair or just putting on a ponytail and some panties and thinking that, oh, I'm a girl. It requires a little bit more than that. It requires time. It requires learning a female. It requires learning some of the things that females do. It requires some maintenance to myself that I don't normally do as a boy. Let's say I may have to get my feet done often. I may have to get my nails done. If I decide to have manicures, I need to keep things trimmed and well neat. I need to ensure, eyebrows done. It's just a lot of things that it takes it requires to be a girly girl. Which I'm not saying are bad things, because I commend all you women who wake up every day and do all that shit, because it was a lot. However, it didn't stir me away from wanting to do it. It just gave me more motivation to assure me that if I am going to do this, then I'm going to do it right. I'm going to have even hair. I'm not going to be walking around and this side is this long and this side is this short. No, I'm going to do it the right way. So what I decided, I'm taking all labels off myself. I went and I got my hair cut. So that way my hair can grow back evenly. As you see, you can see the patches and things from the quick weave when I was pulling it out and all of that. But I'm going to do it right. With it being today is Thursday. We have one more day, 2 more days within the year. And I wanted to make this video to let everybody know that going into this year, I'm going to be more focused on me and finding myself. The journey is going to be hard. I don't expect it to be easy. But what I want to do is share that with you guys, because I don't know if this may help someone or if it may not help someone. Again, I have to be honest and truthful with myself. And that's first by admitting that I am confused. I do not know what I want to do or who I want to do it with. But I know that that is okay. And with time, I will figure it out. But the first step is just trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out where to go. So I'm not rushing myself. I'm not placing blame on myself. Some days I want to be a girl. Some days I want a boy. Some days I want to be with a boy. Some days I want to be with a girl. I don't know. All I do know is that 15 years ago, as a teenager, I wanted women. I wanted one thing. I wanted to be this little dyke running around chasing women dressed like a boy. At 31 years of age, 16 years later, I can't say if I still feel the same way about any of those things. The only thing that has not changed is the fact that I still like women. My urge and my desire for women has not changed. The only thing that is starting to begin to be different is I'm not sure if this desire for women is going to turn into something stronger or if it's going to fade as I begin to start this journey of finding me. But that is something that I will have to figure out when I get there. When I cross that bridge, I will, and whatever happens, happens. But I do believe that if I want to be the best version of myself for my daughter, I have to find the best version of myself. So I'm going to end this by saying thank you guys for letting me share. I'm going to come back more and more with videos just of what I'm going through, how I'm dealing with it, how I'm trying to figure it out. I would love for you guys to subscribe to the videos if you would like. If there's anything that you want to talk about, just leave advice, any feedback or anything like that. I would greatly appreciate it, even constructive criticism, because it isn't easy. But I'll be the first one to tell you that it is okay to not know what to do next. It's okay.